welcome to our Wednesday Live. I have an exciting technique to show you today. So we're going to do a little bit of blending, a little bit of catching up. If you're tuning in live, I would love for you to post a question for me, or a comment, or whatever. So this is just going to be kind of a fun, let's chat, see what's going on in your lives type of a video. Plus, I'm going to teach you a brand new technique. So this should be fun. I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes to jump on. I was 3/4 of the way through a piece of pizza as we hit the live button, and I just want to finish that last bite, so give me a minute here.
Come this way. Go down camera. This way, this way. This way. It's water.
Alright, pizza is finished. I also have my Starbucks coffee. So I'm ready to go. I'm ready to chat with you guys. So how sweet is this coffee table? This is a piece that we had laying downstairs, and I always say when things lay around here for too long, it's just meant to be that we paint it and we transform it. So I love this table. I would totally have this in my house. Definitely part of my style, but this finish is just hideous. So we're gonna give it a nice little update. So I do want to just say, like, regarding my style, I feel like my style definitely is evolving and changing, but there are like some core key components that always stay the same. And this is something that, you know, until you really start thinking about your style and what you like, I don't know, for me it wasn't clear. So finding my style and understanding my style is actually something that I've struggled with. And then as I got into this business, I really tried to kind of key in on that because it's so important for you to understand styles when you're a designer. So anyways, so here are some of the key components that I see for myself are always consistent. Black and white. I love anything that is black and white. So that's definitely a core key component. Bye, Celeste. Happy painting. See you soon. Hopefully I don't have any pizza in my teeth. Okay, I'm really saying that. So black and white. So another thing that I love are metallics. Like gold, silver. Anytime I get those sparkly elements, that definitely keeps me going. You know, I thought that like curvy lines and things being really ornate and over the top was part of my style, and it probably is. But I'm noticing now too that I really love clean lines as well. So I think, you know, it's okay to kind of mix styles, and you have to understand that just because maybe you do like mid-century modern, that doesn't mean that you can't allow a piece like this into your life. Sometimes, you know, doing that, just a little bit of mixing really kind of defines things and makes it look like a really curated collection. So that's my design tip for the day. So what are we going to be doing today with this piece? We're going to be doing something called color blending. So I really haven't done this with you guys. I do need a camera opportunity. But it's something that we do pretty often on our pieces, and I'm going to be using 3 different colors today to do this technique. So what I'm using today is Bliss, I'm using Pure White, and I'm using Noir, which is Jolie's version of black. So I'm gonna pop my cans open here. You know, super important, make sure you're stirring your paint really, really well anytime you're working with your paint. You wanna make sure you get any kind of thickness or anything that's at the bottom. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm popping my cans open here. You know, and here's just another thing. If your paint tends to be a little bit thick at the bottom, that doesn't mean that you have bad paint. It just means that it needs to be properly stirred. So what we usually say is flip your cans upside down, give it a good shake, give it a good stir. Make sure everything is totally acclimated in there. So Bliss, we just opened a brand new can of Bliss here. And then our white and our blue ours is something that we never cold, which probably means it was stirred not too long ago. Okay, so why did I choose these three colors? I know that question is going to come up. You know, we're going to do a base coat of the Bliss, like that's going to be the majority of the color, but I need some highlights and some lowlights to kind of bring this whole contouring, blending technique together. Just like makeup, everything in home decor leads back to fashion. This is the way it goes. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start with some noir, and I'm going to put the noir into the crevices. So I'm dipping a brush. I'm just using a chip brush for this. We got on camera here, so you want to make sure that you're always cleaning your pieces before you paint them. We recommend using a pre-paint cleaner. We like Thread Cutter brand. It's specifically a pre-paint cleaning product. So that removes grease, grime, oils, pledge buildup, all that gunkies. So I'm putting my dark color in.
There we go.
All right, we're back. We're back. We have terrible internet in this building. I don't know if it has something to do with the tin ceilings or like the age of this building, but it can be a little crazy sometimes. Okay, so I have gotten my color into the grooves and crevices. I'm going to do a little bit down here on the leg. I see there's some here. A little bit of groove, a little bit of groove. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my paper towel, and I'm just going to wipe back some of this that's on top, the paint that's on top. So I'm just leaving the stuff that's in the crevices. And, you know, I'm working like this is wet, so I'm going to do this blending technique. I'm going to use these other three colors here while everything is still wet. I'm going to do one more wipe here. Okay. And now I'm going to take, while this is still wet, my brush with Bliss. And this is my Jolie signature brush that I'm using here. And I'm going to paint over this. And again, this is all wet. This is still wet. And I'm not getting it in particularly, like I'm not trying to get it into like the grooves and crevices. But you can see here that because my black paint is still wet, the black and the Bliss are going to kind of blend together a little bit, which is okay. Probably not okay that I keep dipping back into this can that is now going to be a little contaminated, but that's all right. So now you can kind of see I have this like dark color that's on the inside. And then I have my pretty accent color on top. I see a little bit of yellow, so I'm just trying to get rid of that. And the nice thing about this technique is that you don't have to be careful about this. It allows you to be messy and not precise, which is, I like that. I like that kind of painting technique. And if you zoom in here on this, do you see how like you just have like this faded kind of a look with the black and the blue, and you know, you couldn't create this to look like that trying to be perfect. So that's that. I'm going to start doing this top edge here, and I'm going to show you a little bit of another technique. So I'm just going to do a little bit, get a little more paint on my brush here. So the key with this technique, you got to work in small sections, and you got to just make sure that you're working while it's wet. So like I couldn't have painted this whole table in the noir and then gone over it with the bliss, because I need the noir to be wet. I want the two colors to kind of blend together. So now I added my bliss to the top rail here just a little bit. I see a spot here that's kind of missing. And again, you can see I'm really not being perfect with this. I'm just kind of blobbing the paint on. And then I'm going to take a little bit of white. So my third color. I always love 3 colors. I just feel like you get that highlight, the low light, and then your mid-tone. It just makes everything feel good. So I'm gonna take my brush now. I'm just gonna lightly brush this on the top lip. And then I'm just gonna ever so lightly just blend this together. So I just have a little bit of kind of white peeking through there. I'm gonna just take a little bit of this out and put it on the table so I don't contaminate my can. I just have a little bit on my brush, not too much, and I'm just gonna brush over this. And I'm just brushing over some of these parts that are a little bit raised. I'm gonna take my other brush that has my bliss on it, and I'm just gonna feather this together. I'll do the same thing over here. And it just gives it like a really subtle kind of highlighted feel. Just like highlighter, right? When you brush highlighter on your face, which I'm new to. I'm digging all the new products that are out on the market now. It's incredible what you can do. And I'm just going back and kind of just feathering in a little bit more and highlighting. I mean, people come in here like, oh my God, how did you do that? Do you see how easy that was? Super, super easy. And we have our 3 colors together. And I'm noticing like there's a little bit of yellow that's kind of peeking through up here.
On the side down. Underneath.
So I'm just going back in with one of my colors, and I'm just gonna feather it. And I've got my blue, I got my black, and I got my white. And it looks super, super pretty. And it also looks like I spent a lot of time on it. But now you guys know that you don't have to do that. Okay, yeah, I see some down here.
On the side of that too.
On this side?
Other side, there.
Yeah, okay. So we'll go into here, we'll just, and you know, again, the key is to do this when it's wet, so you can just very easily blend all of the colors together. You know, if it dries, is it ruined? No, you may just have to do a couple of colors blended together. Here you go, easy peasy. I like it. What do you guys think? Any questions? Do we have any questions on the screen? No? Can I tell you that I'm feeling a little bit dizzy? Are we dying outside? It is so hot outside. It's just absolutely incredible. We're having like a major heat wave here. I wonder when it's going to end. Does anybody know? No? Soon?
October, she said.
October. That would be a little scary. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm having a little family get together for Madison this weekend because it is her birthday. It's her 3rd birthday. I seriously can't even believe that she's gonna be 3 years old. So this morning I was at ABOS and we were wrapping up some stuff there, and I get a phone call from my brother-in-law, and he was with her, and I answer to a FaceTime of her hysterically crying for mommy. And it is such a heartbreaking thing. I've never really understood it before I was a mom. I actually, if I'm being totally honest, I would have poo-pooed it and been like, you know, get over yourself. But now that I'm a mom, I totally get it. So I just want to apologize to any moms out there that I may have poo-pooed in the past, either publicly or privately, because it's really emotional and like heart-wrenching when your child is so sad and there's nothing you can do about it. So anyway, I hope that you guys are going to have a good weekend. If you're hanging around Long Island, definitely like get to a beach or a pool because it's going to be a hot one. Pretty much just some adults coming to the party, and I will have the sprinklers going. I think it might be the first time that I run through a sprinkler at a party since I was a child, because I'm sure it's going to be hot. So I don't know if you guys know this, but we have launched virtual paint classes. So that means that if you want to take a class with us and you can't get here, whether you live very far away or you are being careful with the whole social distancing thing, and plus we're not having classes in person right now, virtual classes are the way to go. So we've been wanting to launch a digital or virtual class for a very long time because we do have a lot of fans from all over the country who, you know, they can't get to our store. So the pandemic has forced us to launch this product, so I'm pretty excited about it. We have 2 classes that we're offering. August 12th is the first class, and that one is at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be live, so you're going to get a Zoom link 2 days before the class. You'll want to make sure that you test your connection and make sure you have a Zoom account and all that good stuff before the class so that you can jump on with no technical difficulties. When you place your order, you will receive a box in the mail with everything that you need to participate in the class. And the nice thing about it is that the product that we send you is actual product. It's not, you know, something that we've poured. So you'll have plenty left over after class to tackle some other projects. So you're getting, you know, full-size sample jars, brushes, you're getting waxes and general finishes paints. Those will come in the pint sizes and also top coat. So it's a really great value for the class. It's $189 plus tax, and like I said, that includes everything. That includes your shipping, that includes entry into the class, and then all of those full-size products, plus the supplies. So you're going to have like wooden boards that you work on with us that I'm going to be going through each technique with you. And it's me. I'm the one who is actually going to be teaching the class. We have a special workshop room that we'll be doing the class from, and you guys will be able to interact with me. So if you have questions during the class, if you have burning questions that you want to ask, you can absolutely ask them. We also have an upgrade package. If you want to upgrade your brushes, you do get standard brushes in the class package. If you upgrade to the other brushes, you'll get both sets, which are both really useful. So in the class kit, you get chip brushes, and there's one other type of brush that you'll get. And then your upgraded brushes are like the signature brushes and the wax brushes. The upgrade kit is discounted, so it's kind of a nice way to invest in your brushes. So I'm really looking forward to it because it's going to give us an opportunity to kind of connect with customers maybe that aren't close or have been wanting to take classes for a long time. And we also have a second class that is going to be on August 18th. That one is at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Same price, $189, but that particular class we're going to be teaching a specialty finish. So we're going to be showing you how to do a driftwood type of a finish, and we're actually going to show you several different ways to do that. We're going to show you with the General Finishes product. We're also going to show you with the Jolie Matte Chalk Finish paint. So it's going to be a really nice comprehensive class how to create those gorgeous driftwood finishes that I know you guys love so very much, that everybody loves right now. So do we have any questions? Anything I need to answer? No. So thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so glad that you got to jump on and check out this new technique. I want to see what you use this on. I want to see what colors you use. You don't have to just use these 3 colors. You can use pretty much any 3 colors that you want to. But this type of a technique will basically take your project to another level. Instead of just painting it in one solid color, you really get to do this whole combination of blending, and it makes you look like an artist. So thank you so much for watching today. Thank you for your support. Don't forget, we're open here Tuesdays through Sundays from 11 to 5 for all of your DIY, home decor, and vintage needs. We'll see you soon. Thanks so much. Thanks for watching. Want to learn more? Subscribe now.